Whether real or imagined, say, when you take the NDC party establishment, they seem to be on a coalition course with the seat of the president, which is the presidency. Me just say what they were so to form what is answer maybe so we say party it take a position against the presidency anyway into say a friction be one term any other. You may have heard that. What do you make of it, Felix?
I first of all maintain that.
Okay.
And I don't think there's even basis for science as a canon. It is not unusual for people to speculate in this regard. In fact, party BIBD or minus should be has suffered that speculation. Like I said, I want Mantonio for a president. There was a time he was, in fact, at the year necessary, say, Obesia MPP delegates to speak to them. A whole of time, as someone said, so we a messenger or a bemwa, a yes, so they your friend saying.
General Secretary,
that is where that thing came from. And at the time, when I'm for the say, pass the food because on your there was some friction and they were no police. It is usual speculation in Ghanaian politics and governance circles. But as I speak to you, I'm not aware of any friction. Mamenka said, a party chairman and general secretary of NDC. They attend cabinet. Into major decisions, they are part of the delegation. So if there was friction, I'm not sure that they will be invited to cabinet to take part in deliberations concerning how to govern the country. So
yes.
I also know of regular interactions between the leadership of the party and the president. They have access to the president. So we all have very good relations. Many a minister and now I'm many party general secretary. And your chairman, General Mosquito, because we have that cordial relation. So there's really no friction, except saying once we are coming to government, which will say policy it's very compassionate.
Yes.
It will be actually the said you be in reality, also no.
Sure.
And I say, Obia also be Sabeka. Naturally, it breeds a certain level of, if you like, and so to me, the Kasaba say, will be fool, and I say, but those things are very normal in our policy, and then the SRC, and then also the but it does not really affect the way that the country is governed. So there's really no risk.
Those who have made that argument have cited 2 or 3 instances. Number one,
give me the instances.
Number one, the General Secretary recently condemned or Moana calling for a 3rd term for John Mahama, calling them sycophant. And the people thought it was a direct swipe at the presidency. Number 2, recently, party, the NEC and the NDC, neck of the party. Eba can say we a government appointed up so running for party officer 6 months to time. I was do a juma eto. Some appointees feel say it's a slap on their face because Omufi said they are being unnecessarily targeted by the party. I spoke to the Deputy General Secretary of the party. Said, was the president, who is the leader of the party, aware? And did he approve that decision? I mean, when to me, I'm a direct answer or coin cycles, Anna, Ujaito, it was obvious the president didn't approve that decision from in command in AD, Some feel say these instances nature say all is not well between the party and the presidency.
Anytime, sir, won't say the idea of man being Mama, in fact, the Mama has explicitly denied it. And the no. He was actually in a meeting with the president of Singapore. Now it would be. That was Singapore. And so he said it on an international platform.
Yes. Yes.
So he has put it on record. So on what basis is anybody going to suggest say I'm a person or contest and you can grab a answer? Say General Secretary Kase, and then I'm going to answer. But indeed, there are people who have said those things.
Sure.
But the people are free to say what they want. So I'm asking. Obi, me say Obi, the 2024 and at 28 about who the president could not. It is my view about you.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I won't obey it.
Sure.
You understand me?
Sure.
Aha. But if there are others who are saying that propagating it, not a general secretary say, well, let us papa. It's interest what. Meaning how that constitutes a friction between the party and the government. If it were the case, say President Mahama, I declare intentions of contest, and I just then you can talk about friction. But what is the basis for the friction? Because the General Secretary has called out Nipebi as the man who is president has said, you have already met. So there's nothing to have friction about. Number two, the party guidelines back. Now I say, we appointee of government now person could do the bill party more. We put that for we should mean and Prez about one now. Again, it is not new. And you have the for Ghana memory. He caused about 7 or so ministers in his government to resign a year to the election because they wanted to contest the NDC prize.
Yes.
Yes, so it is not unprecedented. They are there. The party believes, in order to create a level playing field, so that Obi are abusing the position towards contesting the party position. And also, Obi answer a buying mediation is an Anton Sayanko pre-Dibia. Now, which means the focus of corporate our party the Ghana and means resigns this national election. How does that constitute friction between the party and the people in government? I think it's a fair proposition. So we are office holder. You resign within a reasonable time and so have to praise. Otherwise, you'll be conflicted.
Yeah, but because it involves appointees of the president.
Yes.
And the president being leader.
The president are bound by party guidelines.
I get you.
May appointee of the president.
Yes.
I don't know parliamentary seat 2028. I will have to go by the party guidelines. Except that in my case, the law does not require me to resign. Because in parliament, you can be a minister and be an MP.
Yes.
So that one doesn't arise.
Yes.
But if I was the CEO of an entity and any other office holder outside of a ministerial way, I'll be required to resign. It is only fair. It makes sense. How does saying that and after developing these guidelines constitutes a rift between the party and how does it target anybody? It doesn't target anybody.
Yeah, but these are.
Let me also add.
Okay, Felix.
Even assume you said there was a disagreement.
Yes. Yes.
Between the party and government in terms of policy position, and I said how to set the line. That is not a bad thing because I have been in government. 2 ministries have disagreed on policy before. That in itself is not bad. It only means that we are thinking about how to develop our country, how to run governance properly, and at the same time maintain a strong and healthy party.
Yes.
But to say because the general secretary of the party has said this, things that you and I can attest to say, they are sound and reasonable. There is friction. I don't get it, to be honest with you. And in any event, it has really nothing to do with I also West. I also East
in sense. But Nami Ibusa say, because these are appointees of the president, helping the president to prosecute his agenda for Ghana, some of these appointees were drawn from the party. Direct party executives or Mampenyi Power. If the party is going to take a decision, which decision may deprive the president of these people, of the use of human resource we are, you think the president should not be a critical part of that decision?
How long does it take to sound confident and clear when
you say the president is unaware of it? So where is that authority coming from? But the president come and tell you, sir,
no, but I told you, sir, many general secretary of the deputy general secretary didn't come. I asked him a direct question, say, on the day the decision was made, was the president in attendance at NEC or say no? Did the president approve of that decision? He couldn't give an answer.
But it doesn't mean that the president was not aware. The president doesn't have to attend a NEC meeting to be aware of the party decision. But you see, the point is that as a party, we operate according to rules. Right? If the party chairman, general secretary, cabinet to deliberate over some of the most important policy decisions are about to take here.
Yes.
Why should it be difficult for the president to be party to a party decision. The president doesn't need to come and tell you, say, that is what happened. If the regulations as have been set out by the party general secretary were unfavorable, were illegal, or were inimical to the interest of the party, you would have heard clearly, retorts and answer rebuttal. But nothing of the sort has happened. Number two, I don't even see how complying with the guidelines, top of contested party position now, with an 6 months to the time, can constitute deprivation of the president of Sani panel services. Omanpenini Epau said the minister, and I believe the baby. Your primary responsibility is to focus on that job. So you leave and then you go and do it. What mean you never doing at the same time? But of course, practically, there have been people who have been co-opted from the party to serve in critical positions.
Yes.
You will find that in most instances, almost any one you see are not the deputies, because practically it is not possible to be a minister and say a high-level government official and hold
still do party work,
which requires intense work, day-to-day work. In fact, there are many of those who themselves have declared intense because they know the workload that they carry. It will not permit the fence sufficient attention to be paid to the party position as well. So that in itself is not an issue. So a personal decision, and I make it say I want to retain my position in government or I want to serve the party. You make that position, but say you have to comply with guidelines and itself does not constitute a risk at all.
Very well, Felix. My say I thought say we